Another one bites the dust. The pugnacious Justice Secretary and Deputy PM Dominic Raab, famous for his love of karate, has been given the chop. This following an inquiry into alleged bullying accusations. Now, I'm not going to defend the abuse or mistreatment of staff. It's my view that there's a clear difference between a tough, effective boss and an overbearing thug or a bully. If Raab has made civil servants' lives a misery and threatened their mental or even physical health, that's appalling. And it's a concern that aggressive bullying, sometimes of a sexual nature, may be part of the culture in Westminster, which has major issues for the governance of this country. Sadly, insiders in confidence from the corridors of power tell me that that is indeed the case, that abuse is rife. Elected officials should be held to the same standards as the rest of us, if not even higher, given the power they wield and the privilege they enjoy. But is Raab really a cabinet minister so cruel he makes Lord Sugar look like Mary Poppins? I'm not sure we'll ever know, given the worryingly low bar by which his behaviour has been judged. Writing in today's Telegraph, Raab himself said, in setting the threshold for bullying so low, this inquiry has set a dangerous precedent. It will encourage spurious complaints against ministers and have a chilling effect on those driving change on behalf of your government and ultimately the British people. Well, Dominic Raab exclusively told us here at GB News today that he does not believe that he behaved in a bullying way, and that if criticism of civil service actions amounts to bullying, then it will put a handbrake and a paralysing effect on delivering for the British people. Raab also told this channel of a tyranny of subjective hurt feelings. Take a listen.
Look, I'm very confident that I didn't behave in a bullying way. Most of these allegations were dismissed out of hand. If these kind of things amount to bullying, then I think it puts a handbrake, a paralysing effect on ministers delivering for the British people, and that can't be right.
Has a talented minister gone because of hurty feelings? Is it a coincidence that this tough-talking Brexiteer Justice Secretary who wanted to shake up the criminal justice system, get tough with criminals and support the Home Secretary in her plan to stop the boats potentially tearing up the European Convention on Human Rights should now be gone? Is that a coincidence? Notwithstanding these allegations, and if he has abused staff, I condemn this wholeheartedly. But Raab's defenestration is a win for the so-called woke blob of Remain-supporting civil servants, too many of whom have shown post-Brexit that they're happy to thwart an elected government, whether it's tapping into Brexit opportunities, controlling our borders, or even cutting taxes. It's been argued by many that Liz Truss and her Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng were stitched up right royally by civil servants that served under them in the Treasury. The departure of the kickboxing Justice Secretary is a kick in the teeth to ordinary voters who want to see a success made of Brexit, who want an end to illegal migrant crossings, and who want more accountability and a better performance from our expensively funded public sector. In the 70s, the Conservatives under Edward Heath ran an election campaign based upon a simple question: who runs Britain? This was in relation to the overpowerful unions that were holding the country to ransom. Sounds familiar. But perhaps the greatest threat to our democracy now is the unelected civil service, thousands of whom do an excellent job, but others, often in positions of power, seem to be working against the government and therefore against the will of the people of this country. Who runs Britain? The civil service or the government? Today, that question got a whole lot harder to answer.